Hi, I'm Ben Andrews of the Armstrong-Clark Company, and today we have some old teak furniture that we're going to prepare and make new again. We're going to use a cleaner and brightener, scrub them down real nice, and finish off with an oil-based wood stain to make them like new.
Here are the supplies, tools, and personal protective gear that will be used for this project.
So before we get started with our cleaner and brightener, you have to make sure that the surface you're about to clean is nice and wet and damp. So the cleaner and brightener won't take on a dry surface. Make sure that the entire surface is uniform and wet so that everything will take properly. And now that our surface is nice and wet, we're gonna add our cleaner and brightener. Here we have Gemini Safe Strip, and it's gonna really bring this wood back to its natural oils and colors. It's gonna take away the gray, make this wood really pop. We're gonna get everything surrounding in the areas nice and uniform. Once we get this on here, we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes before we start scrubbing. Really get into the pores of the wood, open up the pores, make it able to accept our wood stain. You can already see the gray start to fade away and the color of the original teak start to come out. And there we go, we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. And now that the cleaner and brightener has been sitting on the surface for about 5 minutes, we're gonna take a real nice light scrub to it. We're gonna get in here, just really get it in there and clean off every bit of the surface that we possibly can. Scrub it down on every single section that we want to get to. Now, our wood stain is a penetrating oil, so if there's any kind of moisture in the wood or anything like that, then our stain will just sit on the surface. And more is not better when it comes to us. So we want to make sure that every bit of stain that goes on your wood penetrates in your wood. Getting all the dirt and 30 years of wear and tear off of it. Now I'm gonna take the hose, let's just spray this down. Before I move over to the table, you can already see the brightness coming back. Really looking gorgeous. Really finally looking like teak again. From old, grayed out piece of furniture to this beautiful, beautiful piece of furniture that it used to be, making it really look new again. Now I'm gonna clean off this table. Just give it a nice scrub. Now I gave that safety strip about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, let it sit and really let the chemicals open up the pores. Do a nice job cleaning the wood so that I can get in there with this scrub brush and really do the rest of the work for it. Once I got this, I'm gonna grab my hose again and just kind of clean off the dirt that's left behind. And you'll notice a lot of furring. The cleaner and the brightener is gonna do that. Gonna make the wood fur a little bit. However, a light sanding will take care of that real fast. So now after I scrubbed it down, you notice all the dirt coming right off. And the old colors of what it used to be are all coming back to life. Ever since I've owned these, they've been gray. So this is the first time that I've been seeing them in its old form. And it's astounding to me. This is really, really nice. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it dries. And then once we add the stain, really gonna pop. Just make sure all this chemicals are off. Then we'll sand it down again. Once it's all dry, we'll add our stain. Now that our furniture is dry, we'll get to sanding. It's important to note that when choosing a sandpaper grit, you want to go no finer than 80 grit. Anything finer than 80 will close down the wood's pores, make it impossible for the stain to penetrate into the wood surface. And while sanding, you're going to want to make sure to use the appropriate personal protection equipment. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the staining. First, what you want to make sure is that every bit of this stain is stirred up thoroughly. Separation is natural, so you're going to want to get every bit of pigment that's on the bottom to mix thoroughly in with the rest of the fluid inside. Once that's all nice and mixed, you're ready to get going. With Armstrong-Clark oil-based wood stain, we offer 2 levels of protection with every 1 brush stroke. 1 to penetrate deep inside the wood's fibers, and 1 to seal that in. Only apply a single, sparingly thin coat of stain. Hardwoods have a limited ability to absorb the stain, so more product is not better. For best results, use a stain pad, or light brushing followed by a stain pad. Rollers and spraying are not recommended for hardwood applications.
Wipe off the stain 1 hour after application to prevent pigment rubbing off onto clothes once dry.
After the stain has absorbed into the wood, allow 72 hours before using the furniture. And that is how, with Armstrong-Clark's oil-based stain, we were able to transform this weathered piece of furniture into this.